So there was a tragic crash in Paris last week involving a Tesla Model 3 driven by an off-duty electric taxi driver.
The 57-year-old taxi driver claims that his Model 3 accelerated on its own and that the brakes didn't work. This accident killed one person and injured 20 people, 3 of them seriously injured.
Now, Tesla has responded to French investigators, telling them that there was no indication that the accident was caused by a technical fault.
Now, look, we have heard this claim over and over again. The NTSB and NHTSA have looked at over 200 allegations about sudden acceleration in Teslas and found no defects in Tesla's system. All these accidents were caused by, drum roll please, pedal misapplication.
Yeah, NHTSA has studied this. I mean, we've talked about this before. They estimate there are approximately 16,000 crashes every year in the US due to people hitting the wrong pedal. Now, this is commonly known stuff, and yet it's so easy after a crash to go like, wasn't my fault. The car just didn't do what I told it to do.
And the mass media uses every crash involving a Tesla as an excuse to blame Tesla. But the truth is that Teslas are the safest cars on the road if you look at the data. And the mainstream media usually doesn't tell you that part of the story, do they?
Now, G7, which is one of the largest electric taxi companies, says it has suspended its 37 Tesla taxi drivers until further notice. And I just want to take a look at a chart here from NHTSA. This is their study of pedal misapplication. And surprise, surprise, as your age goes up, you have a higher chance of hitting the wrong pedal. And I'm in the age group of that taxi driver. And I mean, that's just a known thing. And that is probably another good reason why we should stop having humans drive cars as soon as possible.
And if you actually take a look at a video of this driver driving before the accident, you'll see that it wasn't pedal misapplication.
This taxi driver, which is caught on some restaurant cameras, by the way, isn't just like creeping along and then accidentally hits the wrong pedal. He is flying down the street at a way higher rate of speed than you should be in the middle of Paris. And so that's a bunch of bull. And I think that's why the authorities have suspended his license and are seriously looking into this, because I think they know, too, that it's easy to blame the car and it's probably not the car's fault.
And I know that you're probably not going to think of this while you're in the middle of maybe a pedal misapplication. Teslas have the advantage of regenerative braking. If you just say, I think I'm hitting the brake pedal, but I'm speeding up, go, no pedals. No pedals, you're going to start to slow down. Maybe you're not going to come to a complete stop, but give yourself some time. Look at the pedals, hit the brake pedal, and Tesla should give you extra time before you crash into whatever you're going to do because the regen braking is there.
And don't forget, there's also another setting which a lot of people don't know about, which is the forward collision avoidance. We did a whole video on it, which actually changes how the pedal reacts so that it gives you more time, like in a parking lot, before it just goes forward fast. And it does make a difference. We've proven that.
Right. And it's only when there's something in front of your car or behind your car.
The other thing is, in the reports, now these were translated from French, it appears that there was a USB thumb drive plugged in to capture the cam data. So it looks like investigators are going to get to see what the car saw before the accident, and I bet that's going to prove that he was indeed speeding.
Right. So if you see any of those funny articles and people want to tell you over Christmas break that, see, Teslas are dangerous, you can say, why don't you watch the footage, bud, and tell me, is this pedal misapplication, or was this someone who has a Tesla off-duty in Paris, wanted to go for a bit of a cruise, and smashed into something, and then what are you going to say? Oh, yes, I was speeding. No, you're going to say, oh, I don't know, the car did it itself. Anyone would say that.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching Now You Know Clips.
You can watch full episodes of Tesla Time News on Mondays and in-depths on Fridays. Just click the link down below to head over to the Now You Know channel.